Hey, welcome.
Hello.
We're gonna go just straight into this area that we've technically been to, but not actually been to.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to actually look inside it at all, and we figured even if we're doing the bonus boss stuff, it's probably best to go in and at least look at this area for a little bit.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna need to for evolutions. We're assuming there's at least one mega to fight that'll show up randomly, because there's requirements for, like, defeat 30 megas, and we haven't even encountered that many. So.
I don't think there is. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like,
well, then how do we do this?
I was skimming game FAQ things, and they said that there's technically enough in the game, but it's like there's one mega that shows up in an area, and I don't even think it's this area. I think it's like a single room in like an area 10 fucking rooms back or something.
Well, I like that there's a save point like right fucking here, so we don't lose the last 2 minutes of this recording.
Or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we could always just use the thing to go back if we need to. You know, like an item to go back to the first
we have
area.
return keys.
Yeah.
So,
this
it's a
is
maze.
Gray cobble areas. Why couldn't you just get up and walk between the pillars?
Because it's hard to go up that little step when we're constantly squatting.
It's such a tiny step.
Alright, so...
Like, I know that's an easy thing to make fun of, but it's like, wow, seriously? Like, that's a really egregious use of it, because the pillars aren't even close enough that you can pass through them. They look like they were the same size as Marcus Damon. Wow! Titty demons.
These aren't megas, are they?
No. I think they're ultimates.
Alright. So, down she goes.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that was a one hit.
Okay,
I mean,
fair enough.
our typing is correct for that one.
Did they give weird definition to her legs? Did you notice?
I didn't notice.
We'll see the next time that you hit one. Oh, this is one of my favorite Diggles. Caramon. Look at him.
I'll leave him alive for a bit, though.
No, just murder him. It doesn't matter. But look, is that... No, that's like a chain. Okay, I thought that was like a weird muscle definition in her leg.
Nah. Wow, they don't have much
confused.
HP at all.
No. They probably... Well, you're probably doing a ton of damage, too. Remember, like, the last thing we fought was Dark Dramon, which is just like a secret boss or whatever.
Yeah. This did not do enough.
The wrapper? The PS2 is running really loud tonight. Have you noticed that?
No.
I'm kind of hoping that it doesn't get picked up by the mic. Like, it's such a small noise, but it would be so weird if I
can't even hear it right now, so...
I can super hear it. I don't know what I did. Maybe I moved it or something like that, but it's just making weird noises. I did notice when I was flipping over the cords so that I could plug in the Elgato so that we could do capture for this, I accidentally touched the VCR, and the eject button immediately activated and shot a tape out.
Was it Digimon
and I was just,
the movie?
Yeah, it was. It was Digimon the movie, and I was just like, thank you, VCR. That's so nice of you. Okay.
Yeah, that's the last thing we used the VCR for.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go in and I'm going to change a couple of things.
Should probably change the fat baby into the thinnest robot you have. Or whatever.
I don't know.
I don't know what to call that. It's like the thinnest baby or something. But it's actually not, so I'm not sure what to change, what to call it. That's what isn't that what you were now?
No.
Is that not?
You'll see.
Oh, okay.
I think I will change Fat Baby back into...
What are you calling
this?
this?
Do I have an angel form for...
Oh, you're just going to do a bunch of angels. You know, I think he is...
This is the dark area.
No, he isn't. I was going to say I think he is Virus Buster, but now I thought about it. I don't think he is.
No.
No.
You know what? I don't think he has one. Now that I'm thinking about it. I'm just going to give him as usual.
Or he does and we're too lazy and just not thinking of it.
I legitimately can't think of it.
I don't know. That's the strongest one either way.
Yeah.
Also, there's no guarantee that it's going to be nothing but, like, demons, in all fairness.
Yeah, but this is still probably likely to be useful.
Yeah, if you're sure. Isn't Biomon the other angel that you had right now, and the dog
No.
is something else?
You'll see.
Oh no, Biomon was the. Oh, that's right. Biomon was the
What is this thing?
the Kappa. That's right.
This thing is
I thought
about.
it was the dog for a second. I don't know why.
Yeah, no. So, okay, 2 of these.
Yep. These are the main villains from the
which
gold
one am
movie,
I?
You're 2 Magna Angemons and a big, thin baby covered in metal.
Why do I have 2 of them? Like that was why I did this, but why do I have 2 of them? They share an evolution, and there doesn't seem to be any reason to. They are identical.
There's a ton of weird shared evolutions.
Yeah, but this is a weird one because it's such a high level one.
I don't know.
They share a bunch
there's
of
a lot
scrubs
of weird
and poop
ones
slugs.
too. No, I think they might share some other high level ones too. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that there's at least a couple other ones like this. I don't know why they did this though. Like, I know that's why you're asking it. It's like, I'm serious. I have no idea. It seems like a bad idea. Mm-hmm. Both of your angels were panicked, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Do they panic when they use that ability?
Maybe?
Does that make that a terrible ability? Things always have a certain order.
Oh god, this is a riddle or something.
Gross.
Stopped me right behind the pillar.
Yeah. Once again, you should be able to move through these pillars.
Yeah, it would make sense. It's one of these.
I don't know. I know it's a nitpicky, like, garbage thing to say too. Like, that's like fart jokes for observational, like, stuff in a video game.
Yeah, it's like 2001 level. I'm going to write a Sprite comic levels of observational video game humor.
I don't know what you're trying to say at all, but I'm going to agree with you. That just sounded really weird.
What?
Yeah.
You've never... Okay, I guess you weren't really into comics about video games in the early 2000s.
No, I get what you're saying, but I don't know, like... did they have things about not being able to move through
It was usually
columns?
like you can't go over, like, a fence. There's a TV trope of it. I think it's called, like, the impossible waist-high fence or something. You may have heard of that.
I don't know.
Well, it was like a stock joke for things like Sprite comics and comics about video games and stuff. Where it was like, oh, well, here's something that's blocking your way, but it's really dumb and wouldn't actually block your way. Like an old man laying on the ground saying he hasn't had his coffee yet.
Like, there's a door, I think, in Fallout 3 that you can, because of the way that the door is built, you can shoot it until it breaks into, like, splinters. And the knob is, like, always in the same position, and unless you have, like, lockpicking 100, you can't open the door. So you can literally destroy the door almost entirely and leave nothing but like a splintered lock, and you still walk up and try and touch it, and it goes, you can't open this door. And it's like, oh.
Basically.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean now that you're talking about it.
Yeah, it's up there for like stock video game jokes with like the silent protagonist just saying ...
Fair enough.
And like save points. I don't know, like when I was in high school, there were a lot of those comics, and I read a lot of those comics because they were around.
I don't know why you'd read those kinds of comics.
Because they were free and on the internet. But also, honestly, I just really like webcomics. They're a lot more personal than stuff you would get from like major publications. Like, you see the flaws, you see the author's personal, like, their personal touch comes through way more. Sometimes in ways that are really endearing, sometimes in ways that are, like, awful, which makes it funny. Like, it all depends on the comic. And it's just, I don't know, it just feels like I'm reading it into someone's process instead of reading a piece of manufactured media. Like, I love webcomics as a concept. I don't necessarily... I can't talk tonight. I don't necessarily like every single one, but just webcomics in general.
Okay.
So, why this?
I don't know. And the weird look at the windows makes me wonder. Oh, it's a pattern.
All right. You ready to go? I'm ready. Ready? Let's go.